Hi everyone again. I am back here with Light Watkins, author of Bliss More, How to Succeed in Meditation Without Really Trying. Light, I so need this book because I am currently on my own meditation journey and I am struggling with consistency. Now, I read a quote that you wrote. I'm going to read it. You said that when you learn meditation from a master, it feels really good to do. But more importantly, it enhances the quality of all of your other doings. That was the light bulb moment, and it was really, really big for me. Can you explain that concept a little bit more?
Well, at the end of the day, it's great to feel like you know what you're doing in meditation, but the reality is that people don't really care how well you meditate, but everybody cares how well you show up in the world. If you're a great mother, if you're a great wife, if you're a great husband, if you're a great employer or employee, and that's where you really get noticed for the practice that you're doing every day is in how meditation is actually affecting your ability to be a better version of yourself. And that's one of the, that's kind of an accumulation of all of the benefits that you get from a meditation practice. And this is really one of the reasons why meditation needs to be a daily practice, because stress isn't taking any days off, right?
Nope.
And if stress is affecting your sleep, and if stress is affecting your doings, which it is, it's harder to do your job. It's harder to be a mother if you're stressed out versus if you're yourself and present and relaxed. Then you're going to be able to do a lot more with less energy, and then ultimately do more than that with least energy, and then ultimately feel like you're just always in this flow state.
Yeah.
And that's not something that is unattainable for regular people. Anyone can experience
Anybody
that.
can experience. For me, it was like, when I read that, that's what I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. Because it really is totally switching the mindset. So for me, I was doing it and I was loving it and having those experiences, right? But then, the daily thing, I have a million things to do, like most women and men. And I was starting to think of it like, okay, I have only X amount of time in the morning, and then I got to work, and then I have this amount of time, and then I got to fit this in somewhere. But this is like more important. But if I just did it like prayer, like exercise, it really enhances all of my other doings in my day.
Right. Yeah. And it's just a matter of really getting enough empirical evidence for ourselves. And the problem is that, society still is it's not geared around people meditating,
No.
So it always feels like this extra thing you have to do on top of everything else. And maybe you're the one person in your circle of friends who's the most committed to your meditation practice.
Yeah.
But I really do feel like there's a day coming not long from now
You're right.
where most people are going to be, if you get up and get out of your house in the morning without meditating, it's going to be viewed like, oh, you didn't brush your teeth? Really?
Like even in the workspace, imagine, remember how they used to say, like, people will go out on a smoke break or whatever, like, okay, meditation break.
Well, there's that energetic hygiene that most of us are just walking around stinky. Energetically, we're stinky. We're needy, we're greedy, we're insecure,
Bad
we're
mood.
afraid. Yeah, and it shows up as just bad choices and, communication that could have been a lot better. But if you meditate on a regular basis, then you're able to kind of cleanse your energy and you go out to the world. And people want to be around you. You attract the people and the circumstances that you want to create.
I am doing it every single day. That's a deal.
Okay.
That's a deal. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Maybe once. We're going to start with once, but I'm going to do it. Okay. So
believe you.
I follow you on Instagram.
Yes.
And if you don't, you should. It's at Light Watkins, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I am just scrolling through my Instagram and I see a picture of you sitting down in an empty apartment. And I'm thinking, okay, well, he's moving. And then I went on to read, and you had a major reshape in your life recently, and you must share it because I'm actually secretly very jealous right now. Please share with
So
what
I
you did.
decided to give up all of my worldly belongings that do not fit in a carry-on bag. And so I got rid of my car, got rid of my Vespa, my bicycle, all of my pictures and journals and certificates and
gosh, imagine all the stuff, right?
Everything I've accumulated over the last 45 years. Now it all fits in my carry-on bag.
And what's the plan?
The plan is to just be more of a global nomad and to live in temporary housing, Airbnbs, that kind of thing, to travel a lot more. It coincides with the book coming out, and I'm doing a lot of retreats now, and a lot of speaking engagements. So it actually helps because I'm not at my house very much. And I just felt like I wasn't as connected to my stuff as much as I thought I should be, to hold on to all that stuff and keep dragging around with me every time I move to a new place. So, in all fairness, I don't have kids. So it would be a lot more difficult to do something like that if I had small kids.
Yeah.
But, I feel like people have been asking me, does it feel freeing? And I did it because I felt free already as a result of the meditation. And I started to feel less free from all the stuff that was around me. Wow. So it was a way just to maintain the freedom.
Wow,
to get rid
that
of the
was
stuff.
interesting.
Yeah, it's not about trying to become free. It's about just, it was a
Yeah.
symptom of the freedom I already felt.
It's a symptom of the freedom. That is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, thank you so much again for being here.
Absolutely.
And shedding so much insight on meditation. My fellow Southerner.
Thanks for having me. It's
love-
important to talk about this stuff a lot more
It's
because we
so
really do need to
important.
normalize it.
We do.
It doesn't have to be this thing that's
this weird off,
this weird thing.
odd thing.
Right.
It's easy to do. It's simple. It makes a huge difference in your life. And if you guys are more interested in meditation, go to Light's website. Again, the book, Bliss More, How to Succeed in Meditation Without Trying. You have such an incredible approach to it. Good luck in your meditation journey. I'm actually saying that for myself because I promised you that I'm going to start doing it consistently every
I'll hold you to that.
every single day. So next time you see me, we're going to have a conversation about this for sure. And also, let's go out with a daily dose of inspiration.
Okay, cool.
Give me
so
a good
this,
one.
This
Mike.
is one that I
Give me a
just
good one.
wrote
Okay.
not that long ago, and it's about the concept of graduating from a so-called failed relationship. So I say that one of the most important lessons that we learn is that when a relationship ends, whether it was against our will or not, it was not a failed relationship. It was simply nature's way of graduating us from that lesson and moving us on to a new lesson.
Honey, I 100% believe that happened to me personally.
Yeah, you lived it?
I have lived it, and like 100%.
Right. It doesn't feel like it in the
Oh
moment,
my God,
but that's
in the
where
moment,
it always,
yes,
you look
but-
back and you're like, well, that was the best thing that could have happened.
I always say that. I'm so grateful for that because it was the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, and
Thanks,
thank
Allie.
you guys for tuning in.